Let's get schwindy.
All right, well, here is the enclosure. It's the Skar Audio preloaded enclosure. Everything's wired down to 1 ohm there. It's actually really nice quality. And I wanted something simple, something small to fit in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in the Mustang, see how it sounds. All right, so this is the amplifier that I'm gonna be using to run the Skar preloaded enclosure. This is the Skar 1500 watt RMS RP-1500.1d. It's a pretty substantial amp, puts out 1500 watts RMS at 1 ohm. Here you go here, typical options here, subsonic, LPF, gain, bass EQ, has a remote turn on knob. Turn it on this way. Speaker terminals on the other side, it's a monoblock, and then battery, ground, and remote. Something to note, this does take 4 gauge inputs, so I got a set of 1 0 gauge to 4 gauge reducers, because I always run 0 gauge with everything, even for 1500 watt amps. So let's go ahead and get this going with the subs and go from there. So that mother sucker doesn't fit in there. I've tried every single which way to squeeze it in, and it simply will not go in the back. So what I'm gonna have to do is come around here, and it doesn't even fit through here. Taking the back seats down, oh gosh, it doesn't even fit through here. So I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to unbolt the seats, take everything out, and then slide it in. What a pain. But it's gonna be worth it. All right, so damn near had to rip almost everything out there. The back seats, part of the rear deck there, just to create enough space to push it through. Now with that done, shouldn't be a problem to slide in. There's all the parts there I had to rip out. So let's go ahead and put it in. Now, I know people are asking, am I gonna put the subs facing forward or the subs firing back? I think it'll look cool with the subs firing forward, but I know you're gonna get the most output with the subs firing towards the back. And I'm looking for output, not necessarily SQ. So I'm gonna fire them towards the back, and we'll go with that. And I might swap it around just to see what it sounds like both ways. But I'm pretty sure, because I've had trunk builds before, when you have the subs and port firing towards the rear, it's gonna give you the best bass response. So let's go ahead and get them in. All right, so I got it slid in, and gosh, there is just barely any clearance between the rear 6x9s and the enclosure. And there is 0 clearance left and right. So literally, I think I got the biggest box that could possibly fit back here. I'm so glad I found one that's that perfect, and that I didn't have to, you know, custom build, spend the money on, and it's just ready to go. All right, so walking around, there it is right there. Looking through, got the 6x9s, and then the 2 Skar 10s. Still plenty of space. Oh, that's my rear view camera, which I haven't installed yet. I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. But yeah, still plenty of space there. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear how these things hit very cheap for the price. Again, this entire setup, preloaded enclosure from Skar, was $279 plus tax, free shipping on Amazon. So really can't go wrong there. Price is right. We'll see if the sound's right as well. All right, so I'll be using a Sky High Car Audio 1/0 OFC amplifier install kit, which is really nice. Comes with 2-channel RCA, zip ties, fuse holder, preloaded with a 400 amp fuse, not too bad. And then you got your power ground, I believe it's 17 feet power, 3-foot ground, and then some remote turn on wire and some terminals, or heat shrink. So yeah, pretty good looking kit here. Gonna go ahead and get this thing installed. All right, so under the hood here, as you can see, I got the Optima battery installed. This one's actually from my Hummer that I took out when I replaced it with the excess power cap. And I had to do a little bit of modifying for it to fit, because this is a Group 34 battery, which is a little taller than the Group 58, which the Mustang takes. But it's going to have more cranking amperage, more available power. So I wanted to make sure I could see if I could get it to fit, which I did. So excited about that. As you can see here, I got a much larger gauge power wire, 1/0 going from the alternator to the battery, because obviously what came with it was this guy here, and I left it connected as well. And then I have the power wire looping around here to a 400 amp fuse, and then that running back through the firewall down there. You can't really see, it's too dark. And I got a grounding cable going from over here, and I also got the factory grounding going to there. So needless to say, should have enough power coming from under the hood. I don't have enough power to justify getting a new amp or alternator. It's pumping out just fine. I'm holding voltage, lights aren't dimming, nothing like that. So setup power wise is good to go under the hood. All right, so you guys don't think there's an optical illusion going on here. I did get leather seats for the back, black leather, because those other seats were pretty bad. I actually got brand new seats coming in here. They're actually on order. They should be here in a few weeks, but they're black racing seats, which are gonna go so nice with the rest of the car. Like, this is the eyesore of the interior. So they're gonna be gone here soon. I'm gonna get some nice black racing seats with custom brackets. It's gonna go nice against the black leather in the back there. All right, coming in here, the back seat. Go ahead and open it up. Boom. Go to the other side here, just so you can see. Oh gosh. All right, so there we go. You got the two Skar. Hey Muggsy, I'm doing a video. Sorry about the dog there. So you got the two Skar 10-inch subwoofers. You got a ported enclosure, which it came with it. Over here you have the Skar RP-1500, which is powering the subwoofers. And the reason why I put it on this side over there is because when we go somewhere as a family, my son usually sits on this side. So we can leave that down, or leave this side down, leave this side up. And the subwoofer amp will have more air circulation because we can leave this one down. And I tell you what, I was gonna run the subs pointing toward the trunk, because typically in a trunk build, that's usually where you're gonna get the most output and the most bass response. However, I did flip it around, and I actually prefer the sound with it facing forward. I like the sound, it just sounds more clean, and there's a lot less vibration in the trunk, obviously. So this is the setup I decided to do, and I'm pretty happy with it because it sounds great and it puts out a lot of bass for what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little demo and let it rip for you guys. All right, so just to update before the demo, I did install my 4-channel amplifier for the 4 6x9s. So I am running fully amplified now, and I think it just looks great. It's nice and clean. Everything just fits in there nice and squared away. And you know, if it's just me or a passenger, I can leave the seats down. If I got riders in the back, pretty simple, just fold it up like that. So without further ado, let's get a demo going. All right, so here we go, demo of the system here. I'm excited for it. Let's go ahead and let her rip.
Must have white bread. Let's make a sandwich. I ain't never seen money like you got. Nobody got the kind of money in the blue box. So if you take me up and show me the balcony, looking over the Hollywood Valley, I'll make a balloon pop. Pop stars like you need a do like me to appreciate your bills. I know you got the elevator in your house, but with me, you appreciate the steps. Act like you don't wanna see how much of this Jack Daniels you can handle. Wanna drink and get good like grandma, and you can drive your daddy's Lambo. Take me on Beverly Hills, your daddy's station. Let me see how they work with real lights, ammunition. I see you partying with Kill Entertainment Channel. One thing I gotta know, can I drive it daddy's Lambo? Lambo, oh, daddy's Lambo.
gotta say, that's pretty good. I'm impressed. Money well spent. They definitely hit, they definitely perform. So they get definitely an A+ on my review.